Welcome back to Upfront. Former Vice President Joe Biden held a virtual campaign event with Wisconsin voters this past week, and he talked with our Matt Smith about the path to victory in Wisconsin. He also had some sharp criticism for how Milwaukee handled the April election.
Do you need to win Wisconsin to get to the White House?
Oh, I think I plan on winning Wisconsin. I think I can win Wisconsin. There are other paths to the White House. I'm confident I'll win Pennsylvania and Michigan. We're way ahead in Florida now. If that were to happen, then it's all over. But, you know, I'm going to campaign very hard to win Wisconsin.
A recent poll here had you up by about 3 points within the margin of error. So how do you win Wisconsin? It's going to be close.
Well, I think it will be close. And I think I win Wisconsin by just letting the people of Wisconsin know what the Trump economy has done to them even before COVID.
President Trump tweeted today he went after a number of states who are beginning to send out absentee ballot applications. Wisconsin is considering doing the same ahead of the November election. Is there concern that this could lead to more fraud, this push to vote early?
Well, I tell you what, you mean to Trump fraud? Look, he's sitting in the White House filling out absentee ballots to vote in a primary in Florida. Now, why is it not fraud when he does it and anyone else would do it? There's no evidence whatsoever.
How important is this push to vote early ahead in November?
We ought to be able to make sure that we have ballot by mail, early voting, and in-person voting. And you're able to do that if, in fact, you make sure you have enough poll workers ahead of time, they're trained, and the scientists come in and tell you how you sanitize a polling place so people can still vote. There's ways to do that. But don't do what you did last time in Milwaukee. Don't shut down, I don't know how many scores of polling places in minority neighborhoods and only they have 5 places open. So people have to line up close to one another for a long time.
Matt joins us now in Milwaukee. So, Matt, there's also been some speculation recently over who Biden will choose as a running mate. And we know that Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin's name has been on some lists.
It has, and I think, Adrian, she even told you a couple weeks ago she wouldn't say no, but here is where we sit. The Biden campaign trying to stay tight-lipped about this. We asked the vice president about this. He would not go there in terms of names or who is being vetted. We do know, though, the vetting process for some potential candidates is underway, and Biden has said he will pick a woman. Adrian.
We'll be watching, Matt. Thank you. Wisconsin's Republican Party had a response to Biden's virtual event. Chairman Andrew Hayet said Biden is out of touch with the needs of Wisconsin families and that the state needs President Trump's leadership in the White House to get through the COVID-19 pandemic. Our editorial partner, WisPolitics.com, writes a newsletter to keep you up to date on the election in Wisconsin. You can subscribe to Battleground Wisconsin 2020 at WisPolitics.com. Coming up next, getting ready to reopen. We'll have Racine Mayor Corey Mason on the challenge of reopening a city safely.